Guess what, guys? I just did all of that with no audio, as you guys probably saw. So, hey, Josh Morris here with the Everything Paranormal Show. We had an amazing intro, and I screwed it up by having the microphone off. So, guys, welcome to the show. Hey, it's a live show. What do you expect? I'm so happy to be here because today we're going to be reviewing the Angel phone over here to my right. The Angel phone was made by Phillip Page, all right, from Saving Ghosts. He's the one that makes these. He also makes an Angel box. He also makes a Trinity box. So this is just one of his three, and he may even have some other versions coming up. Who knows? But you can check him out on Saving Ghosts over on YouTube as well. So good guy, real good guy. So we're going to be checking this beast out. Now, I've got sort of a special screen, so if you see my hand doing some weird stuff, so I wanted you guys to be able to see this thing. And of course, the camera's kind of cutting off the top, but you can see here, we actually mounted in, we personalized this. Now, he had a different crystal in here. We went ahead and unfortunately, it was a delicate crystal. Anybody that's messed with selenite knows that it can be pretty delicate. But we've got actually our personal channeling crystal in here that we went ahead and replaced and mounted in with the copper. So I just wanted to show you guys that. As far as the box itself, this thing's really good construction, really durable. He of course has a JBL speaker here. This is Velcroed, so it is removable, being that it's a hold on a second. There we go. Just trying to mess with that Velcro. All right, but this is removable, guys. So if you're out in the field and you need to remove it for whatever reason or make repairs, go take it and charge it, whatever you need to do. It is removable. We've got you can put anything up here. In this case, we're using an SB7. You can use this. What's nice about this is he's included these this clamp here, almost like a cell phone clamp or something like that. And you can go ahead and you can mount your SB7 in there. You can also, like I said, you can put an SB11 if you want. You can be creative. What's great about it is that this is a 3.5 millimeter jack. And of course, it's a standard jack, so you don't have to use that. You can actually use a tablet if you want to use your tablet for like a Necrophonic app or Afterlight box. Those also will work. And we're going to probably get into those a little later also. Now, over here on the side, go ahead and turn. See, I've got kind of like this rolling table here. But over here on the side, this is an EM pump. All right, so you can, I don't know if you guys can hear that. All right. Now, I'm probably not going to use the EM pump while we're doing the show because I don't know if it's going to interfere with any of the audio. But if you're out there in the field, maybe you've done like an EMF sweep of the place. Maybe you're not getting any readings, no EMF at all. You might want to kick that on. It's going to give you a little bit of EM, and that may help some spirit communication. So that's what's really cool about that. Now here we also have, I don't know why I'm trying to pick this up right here, but here we also have, it's kind of like a QVC camera right here. But here we've got two main controls. Let me kind of get the glare off there. You got this right here is your noise. This is your noise gate. So this, of course, is what's going to cut out that on a noise box. If you want to have it faintly there, you can have that. It depends on your preference. If you want a little bit of the you can have that. If you just want it to cut it off, again, you can kind of pick where you want it. And then whenever something does come through kind of loud, you might get the blips through here. Also down here is your reverb controls. Okay, let me get this. I do have this powered up. It is plugged into the wall right here. Over here, you'll notice this is a 9 volt. So if you're out in the field and you don't have power, you can hook up a 9-volt right here, and you see that connector right where I'm pointing. That will actually plug to there, and that will power your stuff as well. One other nice little feature he put is there is actually another backup battery unit in here that you can charge cell phones, all kinds of good stuff. I said good stuff. Guys, remember last week I said I was going to try not to say good stuff, so I'm going to try not to. All right. That was one. Okay. So, but yeah, he put this in here, so that's awesome. I'm glad he added that extra battery feature as well. That's good. That's good. So down here again, we got the reverb controls, like I was talking about. This is again going to be personal preference. You may want to play with it a little bit, but again, that's what's going to give that reverb, that almost like like you're talking in a hallway, right? A longer effect on the voice. So when it comes through, you might be able to catch it a little louder. And of course, these silver buttons over here and here can, switch them off and on if you'd like. All right, so I think that covers with a lot of the features. Man, I'm really getting some glare off my lighting. I guess I'm just used to having a lot of this lighting for myself. But you can see up top here, he's got a cross with Jesus on here mounted. That's really nice feature. Again, I'm sure that's this. You got to remember, this was his personal. This was Philip's personal box. You've seen it if you watch a lot of his any of videos. I would say probably previous to this date. Well, he did just release some more, but I think he used his Trinity box. But any videos pretty much previous to this date is you probably see this. Okay, this one, at least in some of them. So, guys, let me take a look at the chat. All right, so Bob says, like the haircut, when did you join the military? Thank you. I appreciate that. First of all, yes, this is yeah, I know but look, guys, this is a quarantine special. Okay, I had to buzz my own hair. I was getting sick of it was bad. Okay, so it'll grow out. Of course, hi to my wife. Jennifer Atwell says, hi, I see you see me. Says, yay, you made it. Hi, everyone. Yeah, Saving Ghosts. Hey, and speaking of the man that made this, he's in the chat, so that's awesome that he's joining us. So no pressure, right? So he's probably like, oh, please tell me it was good. Please tell me I did good. So I don't know, Philip. We'll get to it. So I'm just going to stress him out even more. He's stressing. Terry Lynn said, breathe, Philip. It's all good things. All right, guys. So now, price point wise, I'm not sure if he's set on the price. You're probably looking at under $400. So is it worth it? Well, I guess it all depends on what you want to achieve. For us, my wife and I, we're not real big fans of the, really loud, because when you're in an investigation, sometimes you still want to keep an ear out for your surroundings. You want to listen to other things going on while you're doing these spirit sessions, these communication or ITC sessions. You want to be able to hear your surrounding area. So it's really nice that if you guys or when you can. I'm getting all jumbled. I'm so excited, but it's really nice to cut out that extra noise so you can hear your surroundings. So for us, I feel like it's worth it in that sense so far. Again, we'll see. So because again, what this is going to truly do, it's going to take your different ITC devices and it's going to give them reverb. It's going to give them noise suppression. It's going to amplify them through the speaker. You've got the EM pump, and it's mobile, and it's going to channel crystals. Okay, so you've got a lot going on. And let me just tell you something. I did a little sneak peek, and I did take the screws out. Sorry, Philip, I did take the screws out. And, of course, you can kind of like tuck this wire and, things like that. I've just got this wire here because this, of course, is your free-floating wire. But I did open it up and look inside, and there's some additional crystals and copper wiring as well in there. So guys, it's not just wound around the top with a spigot, so to speak, or a copper chimney. This goes into the box, and there's a whole nother network of copper and crystals inside, guys. So I just wanted to point that out because I'm not going to open it up on camera. So, but I wanted you guys to for sure to know that that there's more to it on the inside also. Let's dive right in, folks, shall we? Let's go ahead and see. So we're going to start with the SB7 first. Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this. I didn't really have a separate audio mic for this. Hold on. All right, so watch, like, this is when, like, I forgot to charge stuff and things start dying on me. All right, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is sweeping. So now you can take your noise control and you can slowly dial that up until you can either faintly hear it or don't hear it. Now, if you get any kind of response coming through, it'll pop in kind of loud. Now I just kind of heard a blip. But if you don't hear anything, I mean, again, you got to remember, this is not guaranteed communication. Right now, it's just scanning through the channels. We're in our home, and you have to remember, in our home, we have a lot of protection, a lot of crystals, Jesus Christ, God, all those protections that we have in our home. We tend to not get a lot of spirit communication. So again, now at this point, you can usually ask if you want spirits to come in. You can kind of invite them to come and communicate with us. If there is any spirits nearby, if you'd like to communicate while we're on camera, that's great if you want to talk. So again, you can always cut down your noise gate, and you can hear just like your classic spirit box. Or you can cut that out, and then you'll hear the blips if you do get anything. And you, of course, again, you can use SB11, SB7. So Bob says, he tried to get a haircut twice a year, whether he needs it or not, right? And he said it kind of reminds you of Bender from Futurama. So, yeah, I guess so. That could be a compliment. I hope so. So, all right. Let's turn on the EM pump just for heck of it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear the EM pump? All right. Is there any spirits that want to communicate with us? Feel free to use this device. Is there anybody here with us? Okay, so I'm going to turn the EM pump off. So let's do this. I'm going to work on getting my... I'm going to get my... I had it over here. I'm going to get my tablet or Microsoft. This is actually for my SLS camera. So it's kind of nice to multi-purpose your devices. Speaking of which, I've almost got my my SLS camera going pretty good. I got the software downloaded, so... Alright, so this is the... I don't know if you guys can see this. It's the Afterlight box, and it's a free download. We're going to go ahead... We're going to turn off the spirit box. Now remember, that's the nice thing about this Angel phone is that you can plug in different apps if you want to try different word banks instead of scanning through radio stations if you want to scan through word banks. Now, what's nice about this Afterlight box is the word banks that it uses with partial words, things like that. So I'll go ahead and turn this on. Hello? Is there anybody here that would like to communicate? Now you see what I did, I reached over and I turned down the noise gate, because on this, on the Afterlight, also, what was that? Is there something you'd like to say? Did you say Gwen? Is your name Gwen?
Sure, girl.
There isn't.
There isn't what?
No.
There isn't no one?
There's a message.
Is there? Do you have a message?
Trading.
Yeah.
Are you here? When are you here?
Say it together. Exit.
So you can see, guys, there's something's coming through.
It's the underworld.
So the underworld? Is that what you said?
The peasants who shall.
Now listen, we would like only positive spirits to come through. We open this to positive spirits. Yeah.
It's not you. They're awareness.
Now I'm also going to turn on the Ovilus feature. Is there any positive spirits that would like to communicate with us? What's your name? Now, can you guys hear the responses at all?
From
No? She just said no.
future.
What is your name? It said Rob on the Ovilus. Rob, are you here, Rob? You can use this app. Yes, you can use this. You can use this to communicate if you'd like to. I use this device. It's going to allow your voice to come through and give us a response. What is your name? So far, I think I've heard a Rob and a Gwen. Did I get that? Did I get that right? So the Ovilus said like. Johnny. So I'm getting some names. I did ask for names. That's good. Johnny and Mike. Let's see. Johnny, what do we got? We got Johnny, Mike, Gwen, Rob. Anybody else? Do you have a message for anyone out there? Is there something you want to let us know?
Yep.
I just heard a whisper say, "Nightmare." Mike's here? Oh, nightmare. Nightmare. He said nightmare. Are you having a nightmare? Is there anything we can do to help? Is there anything we can do to help?
All I could. Butcher's car. If you live.
Notice.
Oh.
So far, I'm getting a variety of words. It's kind of hard to understand. There's a lot of words that is very understandable, and then there's some words that I have a hard time picking up real quick. You can try to. Let me go up on some reverb here. Hey guys, go ahead if you have anything you'd like to say. Go ahead and let us know.
Couple of glasses.
Wow, couple. Did you guys hear that? That was almost a full sentence. She said a couple of glasses. What do you mean? Couple of glasses what? Can you clarify a little more? Incubus. Interesting. Ovulus said incubus. All right, guys. If you've been trying to, he said agreed. So, yeah. If you've been trying to communicate, definitely I want to thank you for sure. Let's go ahead. Let's take a break for now. I want to thank you. I'm just ending that session right now so we can just spend a little bit of time and talk, because clearly we're getting some different communication in there. Now, listen, guys, one thing I want to clarify is, just because you hear something doesn't always mean it's communication. One thing about the Afterlight box is that it uses different broken up words and phonetics and things. So if you hear a sound like bleh or bleh, it doesn't always mean it's a communication. What's really cool is when you hear things like when that female said a couple of glasses. Like that's not in the word banks at all. So for it to formulate something like that, and then you're going to have to try to sometimes get to the bottom of that. Now, I'm not trying to do a full-blown session, so to speak. I am in our home. We're trying not to stir up too much in our home. Again, we have a lot of protection here, and we try to keep everything at bay. But certainly I wanted to take a moment to sort of test drive this Angel box. And we'll probably do a little bit more here in a little bit, so don't worry. So I just want to say again, so far, I really enjoy everything. In fact, let me I want to turn off the speaker because that's on battery power, and we don't want to lose our session, right? So what I like about this is that it's not preloaded stuff. Certainly somebody could make these boxes and they could preload them with clips of celebrities and things like that, and sort of do that type of stuff. What I like about it is that Philip took a simple approach and said, you know what, I just want to reduce the noise. I want to add that reverb. I want to make something that's functional in the field with battery power, and of course harnessing some crystals. And I mean, you even got Bob to say that he's saving pennies up. So that's awesome. He's going to save up his pennies. He said he definitely wants that for his next piece of equipment. So that's pretty big coming from Bob Fountain, who loves tech. So I'm sure he'll want to get his hands on it. Now, guys, remember, he does have an Angel box. He does have a Trinity box. The Trinity box is pretty cool. It's got like 3 crystals on it, and you know, it's a. You got to remember, a lot of this is set for channeling spirits, and again, reducing noise, giving that reverb, trying to make communication a little more clear instead of the constant. Because you know, again, you really want to hear your environment. You know, it's really important when you're out in the field that you hear your environment, and you only hear. Now, again, let me just help you guys out too, for you non-investigators. When you're using this, it's good to record. Okay, if you want to have your audio recorders, have those recording also, or a video camera, whatever it is, so that way you can go back later and you can listen to the responses, slow them down, enhance them, whatever you got to do, so you can understand. Sometimes you'll think like, well, maybe I'm not getting intelligent responses, and maybe I'm only getting those phonetic sounds. And then sometimes you'll go back and you'll catch words, you'll catch phrases that really are intelligent, and sometimes they are responding to you. So again, if you're doing a session and it doesn't always seem like they're giving you a legible response or an intelligible response, you know, you'll be surprised sometimes. So just keep that in mind. Always record your session as well. Just like we probably can go back on this and do that as well. Let's see. So let me look up here real quick and scroll back. We've had quite a few comments. I want to make sure we catch up on everything. So we left off with haircuts and Phillips dressing, all of that. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the radio, not you. Right? Afterlight also recommended by Phil, Saving Ghosts. Okay, yeah. So just like I said, that Afterlight box, this that app right there. Afterlight box. Okay? It's free. It's a good app. It is. So far, I like it. You can use Necrophonic, things like that. And Necrophonic's like $10. That's a pretty good chunk of money sometimes. It's okay. I mean, Necrophonic, I'm not going to hate on it or anything. We have it. We haven't put it into this yet. We probably will. We'll probably try that also. But in all honesty, so far, Afterlight Box is doing really good. What else do we got? Of course, my wife's reminded me, only positive spirits. Yep. Sounds like Mr. Roboto, the Ovulus. Sounds like Mr. Roboto. Yeah. And, you know, for those of you that are familiar, I mean, the old Ovuluses and stuff were some of the best. And some of the stuff's really rare to get. It's nice to have the Ovulus. It actually shows you the word on there because a lot of people, they praise older equipment. Believe it or not, a lot of times like the newest, the best. A lot of times the older equipment's good stuff. Oh, man, that's 2. I said good stuff twice. Okay, strike 2. All right. Let's see. Phil, I guess he gave me some encouragement, right? He said, doing great, Josh. Awesome. And then my wife was talking about a little boy in our backyard that my son saw today. We'll have to talk about that in a second. Recording the sessions and running the digital through Audacity, you could possibly get more useful data. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Philip, again, second that. He said that he records the sessions and runs them through Adobe Audition. Great responses. So yeah, I mean, we got some really good interaction. I appreciate you guys out there interacting with this. And if you guys have questions or you want to see something specific, let me know in the comments. Earlier, we did have an incident. I was at work, and my wife called me, and my son got on the phone, and he described a little boy that he saw up near the Drago's kennel. Our dog has like a little separate kennel area in the backyard, like the corner of the yard is his. So he's fenced off there. And then, sometimes we let him out for exercise, but that's his little area. And I guess my son was talking about some little boy was, I guess, visiting our dog and described him. And I'm sure my wife could probably put some more details in the chat, but basically described him, and the little boy kind of disappeared. And we have security cameras, and it's not on the security camera. So, I mean, children have a way of, a lot of times, of being able to see things like that. I think sometimes even more than us. And he knows that we do paranormal stuff, but he doesn't tend to try to always say like, oh, I seen this and I saw that. He's usually pretty good about all that. He tends to not be too involved in that way. So when he does see something, we typically believe him. It's not something where he's always coming there saying like, hey, I saw this and I saw that. And like it could be like an attention thing. But in all honesty, like our son, every once in a while when he sees something, he'll tell us. And he's like his mama. He's got a little more of a gift than I do. I'm working on developing my stuff a little more. We'll get there. So you guys want to hear some more Spirit Box session again? I like doing the Afterlight. I think for me so far, I like running the Afterlight box. Again, you can use your SB7 or SB11, whatever you want to run in here. I would say you want to do both for sure. In our house, we have not been able to get anything good through the Spirit Box. I mean, again, every location's different. Spirits respond to different pieces of equipment. You always got to keep that in mind. So with this, the Afterlight box, so far we've been okay. All right, so let's plug back up here. Let's get our speaker going. All right, let's turn on.
You're in my car. Where about?
Clarabelle? Did I hear a Clarabelle? Clarabelle, are you trying to reach us? Is there something you want to say?
There's a location.
Did you hear that? I'm talking to my wife. All right, Clarabelle. We're trying to get to Clarabelle. If there's other spirits, please let Clarabelle talk. No, let Clarabelle talk. Clarabelle, are you here? Do you have a message for someone, Clarabelle? Rosa. You're not what? Clarabelle, are you there? Clarabelle, please speak up. I know you. I heard your name clearly. It was a female. I hear whispering from a female. remembered.
Who had the...
Yes, I remembered that I heard Clarabelle, and she was trying to speak.
Patient.
Patience?
It's the growth.
Clarabelle, do you have any regrets?
Not Dracula. So I wanted.
They were
Clarabelle, do you have any regrets?
The cured
man.
good stuff. And
I just heard the female say good stuff. Are you mocking me? Is that a poke? Is that
Okay,
is that a phone?
Okay, what? I'm sorry, I'm breaking your live show. Did that say Clarabelle?
Yeah,
That's my grandma.
I know. I mean, you're coming through on here. My wife's in here in the studio because
I ran downstairs.
she was like losing connection or something upstairs. But yeah, I've been trying to talk to her. So, but yeah, so just to kind of let you guys know,
Okay.
you know, Clarabelle is the name of my wife's grandmother, and I clearly heard it in the beginning. You know, like
What?
when I turn it back
Oh, I lost
on.
connection.
Clarabelle, are you still here? Would you like to say anything?
He wondered.
okay, please.
Okay. What would you like to say?
He's also...
Do you have any regrets?
If you're my real grandmother, what was my nickname for you?
And ripped me.
Clarabelle, what was your granddaughter's nickname that you gave her?
No, that I gave her.
Or that she gave you? What was your granddaughter's nickname that she gave you?
She always made sure I had to call her between my other grandmother. No, if she doesn't know it, then it's not her.
May not be her. Could be a different Clarabelle.
Number one.
The village of
Heard wheels.
I love you.
Danger.
Danger? What danger? There's no danger. There's only positivity here.
Yeah.
Only positivity.
a friend.
Sorry, I'm going back upstairs. I'm getting emotional.
All right. So yeah, Philip had to go, and so I appreciate him being here. I'm glad that he was able to show up. Trees. All right. Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys have been pretty vocal. We'll definitely have to check some of these responses. And it was pretty wild to turn it on, and the first thing I heard that female say was Clarabelle. So that's why I recognized that was my wife's grandmother's name. So I wanted to try to clarify to see if it was her. You know, sometimes it happens, guys. Sometimes relatives can seek you out. You know, you just never know. All right, guys, I'm going to end the session. Is there any last things that you would like to say? Enchanted. That's what I heard. You guys might hear something different. I don't know. The whispering's pretty crazy.
Fourth of May.
4th of May. May. Yeah, you did say May. I wonder what the 4th of May was about. I mean, besides May the 4th be with you, All right. Oh. All right, guys. Thank you for communicating. And we're going to close the session. And remember, do not try to communicate to us any other way right now, only through this. And we're going to end this right now. You're welcome to communicate with us later once we turn this back on, not now. So I thank you for joining me. Good night. All right, guys. Just trying to close out that session. I wanted at least... You can close out the session any way you want. You just want to make sure the ghosts know you're stopping it. Do not try to communicate any further, really. And I always like to thank them. So, all right. Let's put that back in there. All right, guys. So, what did you think about the Angel phone? I think it's pretty cool. Again, and you really can't tell. It's got a lot of copper and gold colors. Again, the color. Let me see if I can't. Maybe on this one you can see a little better, a little more of the coloring on here. So, all right. You want to turn off your stuff too. All right, we'll unplug it. All right, guys, so that's the Angel phone tonight. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm now I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything out there while we're wrapping up the end of this show. Also, let me know. Drop a comment to me. Let me know what you thought about my intro stuff. I had the new intro, and in case you missed it. Okay, not that one. Let's do this one. Tell me what you think about my new intro right here. All right, I hope you guys like that. I don't know. But yeah, the little trailer that you saw earlier, the one that showed Tep's Media and kind of a season 2, yeah, I kind of revamped that, and I wanted to put that in there for you guys. But hopefully you guys like my new little intro there, trying to expand and make things look better. I'm hopefully going to bring you some more content. And speaking of content, yes, we've got, guys, when I say that I'm trying to work different intros, and I see you see me, thank you. She said pretty zapping intro, I like it. Thank you, I appreciate it. But when I say that I'm trying to work different content, guys, I'm trying to work out some trips. I'm trying to work out some local stuff, and it's like I've got like 5 or 6 locations that are really cool, but they're all just kind of like lingering there. It's like I'm waiting to hear back from some people like, oh yeah, no problem. And then it's like, yeah, I'll let me call you back and, I'll let you know and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to go to some of these places. So guys, it's like right there. So I'm definitely going to go out and do some stuff, film some stuff, and get that uploaded to you and bring you guys that new content out in the field so you can see what it's like to be out there. Of course, you guys can look at other YouTube videos. But from me, being out there, take you to some of these cool places, I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. So, yeah, my wife said much better with the intro, so I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm trying to work on things and make better and better content, grow this channel. As long as you guys, the best thing that you guys can do, in all honesty, is click like, and share my video. And especially if you're not subscribed to it, take a moment, please. Just go down, hit subscribe, share that, please. The best thing you can do to break that algorithm for me, that YouTube, and to start elevating me up in the bigger channels is hit the share button. Please share that content with other people. I appreciate it, and word's going to spread. It'll help Philip sell some more Angel phones probably. But, to answer the question that I originally posed in this title, well, in the title's reviewing, but in the thumbnail, I said, hey, is it worth it? I gotta say, it's borderline. And I know Phil might be like, what? I'm gonna say this. Here's my honest opinion. Is it does what it says. Okay? It's as advertised. Okay? It's gonna give you the reverb. It's gonna give you the noise reduction. You guys saw it works well with the apps. It works with the spirit boxes. It does what it's supposed to do. The options that are out there, they're a lot more expensive. We're talking typically for something like this, you're looking at probably more like $700, $800, $900 or even higher. So you can look at it that way and say, you know what? Yeah, you're getting a deal. Quality wise, it's fairly sturdy. There's a few spots on it. I can't fully judge it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this is his personal. This was Philip's personal Angel phone. And I know what that's like. Okay? Because I don't know if I can, I don't even know if I can show you. Okay. Just turn this around. I had to turn around my table. All right. See, the table that it's sitting on is like my little... Okay, so I don't have them on me, but whenever you build something for yourself, you know, you may not do it as clean or as tidy as you would probably do it for customers. I'm guilty of that myself. I was going to show you like some of my first personal builds that I did on some other stuff. But so yeah, I mean there's a few little minor things that could have probably been done a little better, but at the same time, guys, this I can't judge them that, and you shouldn't either. Don't judge him on that because, again, this is his personal one. So when he's making these, like I've seen some of the ones that he's making now for customers, and the quality is even better. So, but I'm just saying, as far as is it worth it? It's borderline again because it depends on what you want. If you're expecting this thing to sort of be all in one without adding any devices, if you want a spirit box included and things like that, it's not going to come included. But it does what it's advertised, and an SB7 is not very costly. Okay, you can pick them up pretty cheap for the most part. So you can get yourself an SB7. You could get you the Angel phone, and you know, I mean, again, and you got the EM pump. The EM pump for me, let me see. It's okay. It's a little loud, so I think for me, if you really need it and you're trying to get those responses, I think it's okay to turn it on, and I like it being there. Let's put it that way. I like it being there, but I don't necessarily feel like it has to be there. But it's an option, and that's what's nice about that. It's good to have options. So all in all, I would say that, look, if you don't mind spending in the 300 ballpark, you know, for something that's going to enhance your ITC devices, then absolutely go ahead, get you an Angel phone or his Angel box or his Trinity box. I've heard all three in action now. His Angel box, I actually got to see another channel called Franco TV. I got to see him use and test out the Angel box. I got a chance to test out the Angel phone, plus I've seen the Angel phone in action on Philip's channel. And also, he did the Trinity box on a video he just released with a plane crash site and things like that. You guys should go check that out. And that's the Trinity box. All of them seem to work really good. So guys, seriously, you know, I'd say I'd say do it. If you can afford the $300 some to get you one, hey, hit them up. I don't know. We'll look at trying to get maybe a link, possibly to, I believe eBay is where he's doing them. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to get with Phil and make sure. But I just wanted to make sure, guys, that you got that you all understand that it's decent product. Okay, it really is. And I'm happy. It's another toy. Boys and their toys, right? But even my wife, she's excited. And again, we put our own channeling crystal. So one of the things that you want, and when I say channeling crystal, let me kind of cover that for you as well. First of all, crystals, you want to program them. Okay, you want to cleanse them and you want to program them. That's kind of the technical way to operate crystals. Now, again, I'm not a crystal expert. Okay, so if there's crystal experts out there, don't be getting on to me. But for the most part, cleanse your crystal, program it. Now, there's a face on your crystal. Okay, like your quartz, for example, has a face. Okay, it's if this was the straight part of it, and there's that little bit of a slant and whatnot. I probably could show you on here. I just turned on the EM pump. I'm like, what is that noise? All right, see that slant right there? Well, the face of that crystal, the face of that has a pattern, a design. So there's some websites out there you can go and you can look up, and they have different, like a pentagon type of design, or there's just different shapes, diamond type shapes, things like that. And it will tell you what type of quartz you have. And I think like I had a quartz that was like represented like the goddess of Isis, things like that. There was things that were good about them, but it's good to find out what type of crystals you have, because again, you want to make sure that you use an actual channeling crystal. That way, again, it'll help you out. So we got, let's see, Bob says, will a Muslim investigator, Bob, you're going to get me in trouble, buddy, every time. He's always with different things. He says, will a Muslim investigator buy the radio with the cross on the top, or will you have other icons on the radio for those with other beliefs? Just thinking marketing. Well, Bob, I do believe, and I don't know if you caught this earlier, I don't think that's standard. Okay, I don't think it's standard to have the cross on there. This was Philip's personal. This was his personal device. Okay, so he had done other enhancements to that. So just letting you know. And then let's see. I See You See Me says it's okay because we got our toys too. We just don't call them toys. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Bob then said, just soon as wife buys something expensive. Oh, as soon as wife buys something expensive, it opens the door for me getting one. Guilt is a wonderful thing. So, yeah. So yeah, tell your wife to run out and buy something for $400. That way you can go and get you the new, get you an Angel phone, Bob. That's what you got to do. So say, you know what, honey, you need something. You need one of those fancy $400 Michael Kors purses or something, or a pair of shoes, and then that way that'll open the door for you to get your Angel phone. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, I'm just too lazy to build one myself, really. I think it's great. Again, is it worth the value? Sure, if that's what you're looking for. I'm trying to build my SLS camera. I've got ow, I just hit my hand. So you guys can see I've already got the tablet. I've got all the other parts. I'm just kind of waiting to assemble the things. I'm waiting on just one more stupid little part. Other than that, what else? I think we're about to wrap up our show tonight. It's been about an hour. We don't have to go 2 hours. Terry Lynn says, can't wait to see your first reaction out there in the field when you get scared. Louis Vuitton I see me. He says, Louis Vuitton, laughed my ass off. And no, I don't have any. So yeah, I don't know. Can you get a Louis Vuitton for $400? I think, I don't know if they have anything under 1,400. I don't know. That's why I said Michael Kors, because I think Louis Vuitton and Gucci, I think those two. Why do I know so much about some of this stuff? I don't know. Don't tell. Because of my wife, I think. And she doesn't have expensive taste. My wife don't. She does like some Michael Kors and stuff. So, but, you know, I still have to watch it. I still have to learn about the stuff, right? But yeah, I don't know if you can touch a Louis Vuitton for $400. Bob, if you let your wife get Louis Vuitton, then you can get a lot more stuff. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, there is always that chance. But yeah, we, as far as being scared out in the field, guys, you got to remember, I'm not doing a normal investigation. I am going to be out there in some scary situations. That's what's going to be cool about it. There's going to be a lot of times I'm going to be alone, unfortunately. My wife can't always join me because, we've got our kid and stuff, and we got to make sure we have someone around. And then there's going to be times that she'll maybe be able to join me for things. And Bob says, last haircut joke, Gomer Morris, USMC. Well, surprise, surprise. Thanks. I appreciate that. This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun. Oh, you guys, picking on me for my quarantine haircut. And all you're doing is fueling the fire, because my wife, she doesn't like short hair. I like short hair because I'm tired of dealing with it. So it's fine for me. And you guys are just fueling her up. Now I'm going to hear even more tonight. So I appreciate it. So well, at least it's not a Star Wars Tarkington military comb over. Right? That's true. That's true. Oh, you guys. This is why I love you guys. I do. I love every one of you out there that watch the show and show up all the time. My regulars, you guys are awesome. I couldn't do this show without you guys. Just throwing stuff like David Letterman in here. Okay. Yeah, my wife's like down there in the comments talking about Curly. Really? Okay, now you're getting mean. All right. Now she's getting mean. See, that's wrong. All right. It was all fun and games until you started going there. Jeez. Now you're going to make it all awkward for people and everything. Anyways. You guys are awesome. So, I don't want to just keep rambling on, guys. We're going to have to end this show. So, do you guys have any last minute thoughts and conversations? And I'm not talking about anything about my hair. I'm talking about, do you guys have any last minute stuff? Because if not, we're going to have to end this show tonight now that we've done this review on this Angel phone. But just to remind you, I am going out in the field. We're going to do some cool stuff. And I'm looking. Wait, oh, okay. I almost thought I said it. But we're going to do some cool things. And we're going to have some fun. I'm looking forward to it. And if you guys are out there watching, there's a few channels out there I'm trying to get in touch with. You need to hit me up because I'm trying to get a few people on my show. So I got a few. Oh, speaking of shows though, yeah, I mean, we got some different guests. One guest I was trying to get lined up for tonight earlier, but they end up, I guess, having a funeral and stuff. So time to watch Portals to Hell. Yeah. Speaking of Portals to Hell, there's a cemetery called Gate to Hell. It's a real cemetery. It's not named that, but it's pretty much that's the main name that everybody calls it is Gates to Hell. It's in Kentucky. I'm seriously thinking about going. It's scary. There was satanic rituals performed there. It's pretty intense. But we're talking about making the trek, and going there, doing that. It's outside of Louisville. That is one of the spots that we're currently looking at. So, Bob talking about portals to hell. This is, something similar to that. But this is Gates to Hell. If you're not sure, look it up. Type in Gate to Hell Cemetery, and it'll pull up for you. Other than that, guys, hey, I really want to say, hey, I really appreciate you guys for showing up. Again, love to Phillip Page on Saving Ghosts. Love to all you guys out in the chat. Bob, I See You See Me, Terry Lynn, and Philip for showing up. And what was it, Jennifer out earlier? That was in there. If I missed you in the chat, I apologize. And I See You See Me did say, are you going to do a live? I don't know. See, let me just cover that for you. I think I'm going to do some lives at times. It depends on the signals, but I would rather, to be honest with you guys, when we get to a place like that, we really want to film it with our good equipment and give you guys like a higher quality content. Now, I'm not saying that these locations are going to substitute the live show. What I'm saying, I'm still going to try to do the live show for you guys and talk to you guys on the live show. But for the in-between stuff, some of these locations, we are going to be filming it, editing it, all that stuff. So yeah, again, we're going to be doing a little bit of everything. And we may have times where I may be filming at some of these locations, take a break, and go live and do some live as well. So we're going to mix it up. We'll have some live. Definitely we're going to be recording some of these, editing them to you, and bring them to you in a good, hopefully keep you on the edge of your seat kind of content. That's what I'm hoping for. So, but yes, again, thank you all for showing up, guys. You guys have been a wonderful audience, man. And I can't ask for anything better, just other than, guys, please continue sharing my videos. Continue sharing them. Please. It really helps. You guys have been helping to build the Facebook community. I appreciate that. We've been growing. We've got, we're almost to hit the 600 mark here soon. On that, we've got quite a few subs coming in on YouTube. So you guys have been doing an amazing job for me. I really appreciate it. Just keep it up. And remember, guys, seek the truth. We'll see you in the next episode.